Alrighty, guys, let's talk spiritual warfare and spiritual attacks. When we experience a spiritual attack, it feels like an attack on ourselves, an attack on our being. It can show up in many different forms, on small scales or on very large scales. It can go as far as full-on possession or as little as just having negative, low vibrational thoughts coming into your field. Many different spectrums. But what is happening? What is going on here? How can we rise above it? How can we merge and go beyond it? If you're on a path of ascension, enlightenment, Christ consciousness embodiment, you're very likely going to experience this. If you've had a Kundalini awakening, you're going to experience this because you have to face all your fears, you have to face all your demons and realize essentially that they are just self-created. Let's go into that so that you can be empowered and gain more consciousness over these things that you feel victimized by, hurt by. So you're having a spiritual attack, whatever form it may come. Something dark is coming into your field right here. Very scary. When this happens, you feel like you don't have control over it. You feel like you lose control. You are a victim to what is happening. This right here, this is your conscious mind. This is who you identify yourself to be. I am this person. I am this light. This thing is happening to me. I don't know what to do. Maybe on some degree you do know that we are all one and you're here to bring forth those unity consciousness grids. But in the moment when it's happening, it's like, what do I do? What do I do? It can be very scary. So let me explain what's happening here. This is coming from the subconscious. This might be coming from the collective conscious, which is also the subconscious. We share a conscious field. We are all walking through the same conscious field. We all have our own unique blueprints of it, but while it may be coming from the collective is still you. And if you're here grounding this light, you're here to be one of the first ones to bring awareness to this collective and bring light. So when this energy comes in, what it's doing is coming in to be seen by your light. To be seen by your light. The light can now view this energy. You, being someone who wants to ground in more light and these frequencies, you can view this energy coming from the collective, or it's going to tell you stories. It's going to play with your mind. These energies are very confusing. So no matter what it tells you about what it is about you, why you should hold on to this pain, why, whatever, just try to let it all go and observe it for what it is, observe it for the energy it is. Don't take it personal. Observe the actual frequency of it, okay? This is being viewed by your light so that when you observe it, when you move beyond it, which you would not be observing it if you were not able to move beyond it, when you move beyond it, you're able to transmute it. So now that's been like held in the light, okay? And then where's my eraser? And then when you hold it by the light, it is transmuted into a 0 point energy. And with that energy, it becomes pure consciousness, okay? Now it's just pure consciousness. It's not distorted in any way, shape, or form. It just is. With that pure consciousness, you can create with what you want. It's pure creative energy. The other thing to note is that, let me draw that blob again, okay? The other thing to note is that when this is happening, okay, it feels like you versus them, me versus them, because this is what you're conscious of. This is you, this is them. Now, you have to be really brave enough to expand beyond just you and to expand into the whole field of things. And the reason this can be scary to do is because there's a fear that if I expand into this whole field of things, that I am going to then become this energy, that I am going to then become this darkness, this thing which I perceive as so bad. But the truth is, we are here in the 3D. This and this, these two energies are the same. They're the same thing manifested in different forms and through different lenses, through the lens of the dark, through the lens of the light. They see each other as differently. But at its core, it's all this same frequency. It's all the same frequency as you. It's all the same thing, just being observed and seen as separate. So in order to utilize this frequency to allow it to create what you want, you have to observe it and turn it into pure consciousness. This happens immediately when you hold space, become present for it all, and not judge it as being bad. Even if it comes through as something like so scary and so terrible, which often it does, that's what the spiritual warfare does. If you're here to ground the light, you're here with this capacity to be able to hold space for all that is and to remind this energy that it is pure consciousness. It is pure consciousness. And this energy also comes in and reminds you of your other side, of your other frequency, of the two different polarities that you can be. When you go into this energy, you stop resisting it, you love all that's coming up, you hold space for all that's coming up, you can tune into this other part of your soul, of your frequency, not a part that's evil, but a part that's a different polarity. And with that, you can utilize that energy to expand in your ability to create, to be balanced, to be a balanced individual, to ground, all of it. So what we really want to do here, one of the main takeaways that I want you to take from this before I wrap this up, is when you're in this situation, you want to take this unconscious and make it conscious. When something's coming towards you, you want to realize, wait, this is just a part of my subconscious mind, of the subconscious collective. Here's a brain right here. Here's your conscious. Okay. Here's your unconscious. The unconscious is creating these scary things. You want to realize, wait, I am the unconscious. I am the unconscious. Let me expand my ability to see beyond and to realize that I can reach into the subconscious and control it and create it. The subconscious, this unconscious, it doesn't need to do this thing. You come in, you say, nope, I'm not making this conscious. I'm creating it to be what I want it to be. That is the message today. I love you guys so much. If y'all need any further help, I do coaching. I offer coaching. You can email me at Tantraria, TANTRARIA 313 @gmail.com, or you can message me on Instagram. Bye guys.